Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Childless Not by Choice. Before we get started, I would like to thank my sponsors and my supporters. First, I would like to thank Morgan Air Conditioning, Sales, Service, and Installation, serving Tampa, Florida, and the surrounding areas. Morgan Air can be reached by calling 813-500-7765. That's 813-500-7765. Thank you, Morgan Air, for recognizing the vision of Childless Not by Choice and being a part of it. And thank you for all your work in the community. Next, I would like to thank Alba Digital Media for creating my website, www.childlessnotbychoice.net, and for producing this podcast. To contact Alba Digital Media for your web building and podcast production needs, visit www.albadigitalmedia.com. That's www.albadigitalmedia.com. Thank you, Alba Digital Media, for making me look good and sound good. Finally, I would like to thank Devoted, the musical duo who created my theme music. Thank you, Devoted, for your beautiful music and your awesome talent. To contact Devoted for your music needs, email devotedministries@gmail.com. That's devotedministries@gmail.com. And if you would like to become a one-time or ongoing sponsor of Childless Not by Choice, please contact me at Civilla@civillamorgan.com. That's Civilla@civillamorgan.com. Thank you so much for listening, and now on to the show. Well, hello everyone, Civilla Morgan here. Welcome back to Childless Not by Choice, where my mission is to recognize and speak to the broken hearts of childless not by choice women and men around the world. I am spreading the great news that we can live a joyful, relevant, and fulfilled life, although we did not, have the children we so wanted. Well, this episode is going to be a little bit different because I'm taking it directly from comments from the group, from the Childless Not by Choice group on Facebook. The funny thing is, this is a post that I posted back in April in the group, April 21st, of this year. And I said, ladies, I am working on my Mother's Day episode. What would you like the world to know to make them more knowledgeable on the subject? One sentence, please. I had asked them to post one sentence. And the basic question was, what is the most annoying thing someone has said to you about being childless? But what's funny about it is that this was posted before Mother's Day, and I got a few responses, and I did an episode, based on that. I mentioned the few responses I got, but as the Facebook group continued to grow, more women started going and posting on that particular timeline. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. This was like a long time ago. It was for the May Mother's Day episode, and it's now July, but hey, I'll take the conversation because, as I've always said, I want conversation to take place in the group. And there was a while there in the beginning where there was no conversation. It was just, there were a few people in the group and nobody was talking. And of course, I believed it to be because people were hurting. So, of course, I didn't make a big deal out of it, but I did my very best to keep the conversation going. And so this was one of the questions. I got a few answers. And now here we are in July, and I've got tons of responses. So I said, hey, why not make an episode out of it and thank the ladies in the group at the same time? So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to go through the comments that these women hear, childless not by choice women, of which I am one, what they hear on a regular basis from the rest of the world, whether they asked for that opinion or not. And so, since it's off the cuff, really, I'm just gonna not mention names or anything because I didn't ask ahead of time. So, and I think they don't mind, but Of course, I always want to protect the group as much as possible, and that's like first and foremost for me. So anyway, I got the responses in April, you know, and one of them was, "You're not a woman until you give birth." That made that person pretty upset, of course. And another lady said, "Oh gosh, I just lost it because I'm literally scrolling on Facebook as we speak." One woman said, "Maybe something was wrong with your babies, and God knew it would be too much for you." Really? I mean, yes, these are real comments. These women were told these things. Um, and this one particular woman said that somebody said that to her twice. These things are hurtful. I mean, I know most people don't set out to hurt people, and I know that sometimes people just don't know what to say. They don't know what to say, and they think they're saying something helpful. But I really want to. This is why I want to create conversation. I really want the conversation to be had worldwide. I want it to be out there so that people understand that this is not nice. It's not nice. And so one person I was told this a lot when I was younger. You would have made a good mother. And it's a nice compliment, but it still hurts because it's not going to happen. So I don't know. Anyway, um, you don't know the backstory. Something must be terribly wrong with her marriage. Her life is a facade. She's a fake. Really? Another woman said, just one thing? You just want one sentence? Oh my goodness. And another woman said, she was told, I'm giving you a chance to get the little ears out if you have little ears listening to this. Um, Counting down. Three, two, one. This woman said she was told, "Why don't you try having sex on Sundays?" I am not making this stuff up. I'm not making it up. I mean, why didn't she think about that? Right? I mean, oh boy. Anyway, um, one woman says, one of the absolute worst comments I received was, "It's for the best." I've heard that too. And I'm not going to finish that sentence because I don't want that could be a little bit more telling for that person. But yeah, I've been told that too. And I don't have the same situation that this woman has. And I've been told that it's for the best. My favorite is it wasn't God's plan for your life. I like when women with children tell me that. That's righteous. And so these things are heartbreaking. It really, sometimes you wonder if people really are setting out to be mean, seriously, because you can't make this stuff up. And these are things that are being said by adults. These are not children saying these things. These are grown people who have had life experiences, and they're saying these things to another human being who is having a real live, in the moment life experience. So, what can I say? Let me see what else I can find here. Um, One woman said she was told that the only reason she has her pet cat is because she doesn't have any children. Okay, I didn't know that you had to be childless not by choice to have a pet cat or pet anything, but okay. I think hurt people hurt people. That's all I'm going to say about that. And what else can I find here? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, here's one. Oh, you're young. You can still have kids. Uh, if you in this case, really don't know the backstory and you don't know that this person may not be able to have kids, that's not good either. Just don't say anything. I keep saying it over and over. Just don't say anything. If you don't know what to say or you're not sure, don't say anything. And here's another one. Have hours, then you'll be tired. You'll see. Someone trying to be funny. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Hmm. Yeah, this one person said, I don't know. There are so many comments. Which one do I choose? Um, One woman says, oh, my list is long. Oh, you can go on vacations and you won't have to worry. Your bank account will look healthy, or you don't want kids anyway. Look how tired I am. Or God has other plans for you. Oh, thank you for knowing God's plans and thank you for having a direct line to God. Anyway, you can have mine anytime you want. Or why don't you foster kids or adopt? Or your cats are your babies. Here's another cat comment. And here's this one. This is all from one lady that said all of these things have been said to her. The grass isn't greener on the kid's side. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's truly amazing the things that adults say to each other. And let me see if there are any more. Let's see. Um, yeah, those were. I think that those were it. I don't necessarily need to go over the ones that I got back in April. I don't think. I mean, you can listen to the Mother's Day episode if you want, just so I'm not being repetitive. But you know, as I look through the group here and I see all these beautiful souls and all these new people coming in every day. There are new people being added every day. I am just so thankful that you found the group and that you're here and that you're talking and conversing and finding hope, which I talk about in one of my episodes, the episode on crisis management. I talk about hope quite a bit in there. And so this platform, this group, this Facebook group, it's all about um, promoting hope. And there's nothing fake or phony about hope. Hope is real. Hope is what keeps you from losing your mind or making a bad decision or, just feeling like you're the only one on the planet going through this. Hope is a big thing. It's what I call a big four-letter word because without it, I don't even know what I would do. Because I still have my moments and here I am, you know, creating and running this platform and I still have my moments. You guys know my moment is Mother's Day. It used to be everything when I was younger and when I still had the hope that I would meet Mr. Right and have kids, get married and have kids. But when none of that manifested, um, I really was in a real deep pit. I was in a bad place and emotionally. I was never, even at that point, and I've said this before, I've never been a hater. I'm not a hater type person. I think people, um, everyone has a chance to have what they want, and uh, that's good if you get what you want. It's good if you get the husband, you get the kids, you get the house, you get the jobs. It's wonderful. I'm not jealous. I'm not envious, but I wanted the same thing. And I thought I would have the same thing. So when none of that happened, then I had to find a new existence, create a new existence, create a new life, which is something else I always talk about. If you don't create a new life, someone will create it for you. And that someone is usually a family member or friend who believes that you have nothing else to do. So you should be on speed dial as the speed dial family babysitter. And that's not the way, I don't think you were created for that. I don't think any of us were created to live somebody else's life or fill in the gap for others. I just don't believe it. No, not in this day and age. We're born We are raised and we are adults, and now what? And so for me, hey, I think I'll be heading to the beach in a couple days. I may. You need a babysitter? I'm so sorry. I have other plans. And it's going to take time and work for some of you because some of you are so used to being the built-in babysitter and the gopher and the person who's always there. And you're helping them think that you really have nothing else to do because you answer every time the phone rings because you feel like if you don't, there's going to be retribution or even not being able to see your nieces and nephews. I read a comment from a woman in another group about that, being afraid that she would not get to see her nieces and nephews if she didn't help. That's not right. It's not right and it's not nice. And I would say continue to carve out your own life. You don't have to tell them what you're doing. Carve out your life, make a life schedule for yourself, take up finger painting, drawing, do something outside of work. Make friends of your own and carve a life out for yourself. And then let them see you doing this. And they will eventually come around. They have to. They have to. But don't give in. Don't give in. You'll turn around one day and you'll realize this really wasn't the best that I could do, but it's all over now. And who wants that? Who wants to do that? And it doesn't matter what your situation, doesn't matter where in the world you live. I know that there are some parts of this world that are just so scary to live in and be in. Some societies that they just mistreat the childless, not by choice woman so badly. And I know this, so I'm not talking from a first world experience. I know that these places exist. But I still believe that you can do everything that you can in your power. You may not have a whole lot of power, but do what you can in your power to live the best, most joyful, most relevant life that you can. And I will pray for you wherever you are. If you want to write in, email me, Facebook message me, tweet me, or Twitter direct message me. Let me know. I'm willing to do episodes based on what people say, what you are experiencing in your life. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that I just don't understand the kind of life that you're living. I want to know. So, yeah, I just wanted to drop by and let you hear some of the things that we get told on a regular basis. I mean, I've been told, I've been told over the years it just wasn't God's plan, and I know I said that before, but that is just it's amazing how people can tell you things about what God's plan is for you when they're sitting in a different situation. And I think a lot of these people, they just would not be able to handle it if it were happening to them. I am just convinced of that. I'm so convinced. And that's the thing about human nature. We don't get it. We don't try to put the shoe on the other foot. We don't want to hear anything about it. We just have an opinion though. And we're not afraid to give our opinion, whether it's asked for or not. So it's basically human nature, but if you are childless not by choice, please just hang in there, ignore the nonsense, and join the group so that you can talk to like-minded women. It's never going to be an us against them type of thing. I want everybody to hear this conversation because I think that's how things will change. That's how the conversation will change. That's how the belief systems will change. That's how the commentaries, unwanted commentaries will change, is when everyone listens. So yes, I want the childless not by choice demographic to listen because I want you to feel better about your situation, but I so need the moms to listen. I need dads to listen. I need grandmas and grandfathers to listen because there are a lot of grandmothers out there that are creating havoc for their daughters in law. And sometimes it's not even her fault. And here we go again. Yes, I'm gonna say it. Sometimes it's the man's fault. 50% of the time, it's the man's fault. Stop harassing your daughters-in-law about not having children and telling your sons to put them away and put them aside and go find someone else when it could be him. I'm asking the in-laws to please stay out of it. Please, just leave it alone, and what will be will be. The best thing you can do, and what may even help create a child, is for you to take your stress off of the couple. You are not a part of that marriage. I don't care what society you live in. You're not supposed to be in that marriage. There's no third party in a marriage. And I know I'm not married. I've never been married, and what do I know about it? I know enough to know. One thing you didn't know about me is my dad is a former pastor. I've been to countless weddings. Ironic, isn't it? I've seen the wedding ceremony. There is no third party. So please don't blame your society or your culture. There is no third party. And so, anyway, I just wanted to drop by and drop those little commentaries and make my own little commentary and just ask everyone to please be a little bit nicer to each other. Please be a little nicer to each other. Be nice to those who don't have what you have. That's a sign of maturity when you can be nice to someone who doesn't have what you have and don't think that everybody wants what you have and that some childless, not by choice woman is going to grab your baby. Please stop it. We are going to be just fine. And so will you. And we will continue to pray for you and your babies, moms. But we need you to be nice to us because you're going to start talking about the things that you know will hurt our hearts on purpose. We can tell. We're just as female as you are. We can tell. So please be nice to your sister down the street or around the corner or down the block who has no children. Stop making silly comments and commentaries and stop giving your opinion when it's not asked for. And help us get to a place of healing. You can help too. Everyone can help. And it would be so much more appreciated. And that is me hopping off of my soapbox for now. Thanks for listening. I hope this didn't grate on too many nerves, and that was not the intent, but sometimes we just have to say it, and so I've said it. And until next time, thanks for listening. Please be sure to take that survey at the bottom of the show notes. It's there on every show notes. It's there. But I really would love it if you take the survey. I'm not going to do anything with your information. The information goes to Libsyn, who is that's the platform where my podcast is hosted. That's my podcast host. And so it helps with demographic information, but not personal information, if that makes any sense. And as I always say, send me emails, text, well, not text messages. My phone number is not out there for public consumption. I hope not. But email me, direct message me, anything you want to talk about, any commentary that you have, anything you disagree with, it's okay. I'm strong because I'm still here, like my mom told me. I'm still here. Even when I thought I wouldn't be, even when I thought I couldn't take it anymore, I'm still here. So please reach out if you have any commentary. And in the meantime, thanks for listening, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.